NOMADITE represents a new concept in the manufacture of houses and buildings that combines maximum construction quality, leading-edge seismic protection, and the most demanding sustainable ecology criteria. NOMADITE is not only chiefly a project for opportunity, but also a creator of industrial fabric and economic wealth that generates thousands of direct jobs. NOMADITE is a future commitment towards local, regional and national economic regeneration based on a new, solid and firmly established industry that creates abundant, stable employment. NOMADITE is a system for building sustainable cities. NOMADITE, we build sustainable cities. Though we are in the 21st century, the building industry remains a non-standardized, almost artisanal process. This in turn implies unpredictable oscillations and tolerances in the final quality of constructed buildings, delays in execution times, and significant labor mortality rates in the sector. Why can't we manufacture buildings in a controlled, stable production plant environment? Henry Ford invented neither cars nor production lines. He did, however, join both of these concepts together at a time, the beginning of the 20th century, when they were mere pipe dreams. By doing this, he achieved spectacular cost savings, shorter production times, and increased reliability regarding quality processes. And this drastic cut in the final price of cars led to the real democratization of cars. This same historical leap forward has also happened in the building industry, with the NOMADITE system for building houses and buildings in a factory environment. We're talking here about buildings that are far superior to those built in situ as far as structural robustness, habitability, longevity and design are concerned. Homes which, quite apart from the obvious advantages derived from industrialized process, additionally offer optimum connectivity and other domotic systems and proven energy efficiency. But above all else, we're talking about our generating industrial fabric and wealth, no matter where the manufacturing plants are located. NOMADITE is so much more than just an innovative construction system. NOMADITE is a driving force project for social and economic development for the future. NOMADITE buildings are the result of the architectural combination of modules or units that can be shipped to building sites using conventional transport. Buildings are erected in situ to ground level or level 0. Units and system elements are then assembled and added. Each unit is built with all its sanitary and electrical installations completely installed. Optionally, units can also be built and supplied fully equipped with pneumatic, heating and air conditioning. The building material chosen for this building process is reinforced pre-stressed concrete, which offers longer life, resistance and behavior to any other high-quality building material, thanks to its being hardened and set in a completely controlled environment. NOMADITE buildings and houses all have the same finish, and they offer exactly the same feelings as buildings built using traditional methods. The only difference being considerable cost savings, easy, fast execution times, and the unbeatable quality of their final finishes, all possible thanks to the industrialized processes used in their construction. NOMADITE is a project for economic development based on the erection of large industrial installations having production capacities of some 5,000 buildings per year. It's an important industry that generates thousands of direct jobs and wealth in other economic sectors. The factory manufacture of homes introduces a completely new safety philosophy in the workplace, something that drastically reduces possible danger in the workplace and saves many human lives. Homes based upon the manufacture of units incorporating all possible equipment, installations and finishes, from flooring and tiling to kitchen and bathroom furnishings. The units are transported to building sites using conventional transport without the need for special, costly transport systems. Thanks to factory manufacture, the building process is reduced by 3/5. NOMADITE provides a strategic solution to the housing shortage problem in those markets in which offer is less than demand, thereby contributing directly towards social program implementation in developing countries. But exactly how does the installation of a factory with these characteristics affect its surroundings? NOMADITE is much more than just a revolutionary building method. It's an important development project and stimulating opportunity for the future in those regions in which it's implemented. Installations of this size generate thousands of jobs and a complementary industrial fabric similar to a car manufacturing plant. An installation of these characteristics acts as driving force for local economy, stimulating and dynamiting the development of numerous sectors, such as those regarding the manufacture and sales of specific products for home furnishing, transport and services. The factory generates several thousand direct jobs in production, administration and logistics, as well as a vast number of indirect jobs. Thousands of stable jobs that in turn demand other sales, leisure and transport activities, as well as improved public services. Sustained economic growth that generates improvements in infrastructures and boosts small and medium-sized industries and services. In short, a project for the future regarding social well-being. NOMADITE provides social housing schemes and programs to supply those less favored strata of society not only with single-family homes, but also high-rise buildings and projects which include hospitals, schools and health centers, oriented towards those markets that need to meet their most basic needs. The industrialized manufacturing of buildings represents an important step forward in the democratization of decent homes in surroundings in which access to housing is both difficult and scarce, something that leads to the problem of shanty towns and negatively influences the quality of life of their inhabitants. NOMADITE buildings are in themselves the optimum solution for those regions conditioned by the presence of frequent seismic movements that affect community development. Those buildings and single-family units developed by NOMADITE are designed so that their structures redistribute forces and loads produced by natural catastrophes in the most efficient way possible, protecting the integrity of the buildings, preventing their collapse and, above all else, by providing structural units that are stable in themselves and which protect the people at their interiors. Likewise, the NOMADITE construction system represents the best possible alternative in the case of natural disasters, in which temporary rehousing of the homeless is of the utmost priority, immediately followed by the task of rebuilding. Under such circumstances, the NOMADITE units used initially as provisional or temporary housing can then be used as part of permanent buildings, with the corresponding enormous savings in shelters and buildings, whilst allowing far quicker reconstruction of the affected area, and the speedier erection of more sustainable buildings that are better prepared to withstand natural disasters in the future. In turn, units or modules manufactured using the NOMADITE system make new sustainable town planning easier, which results in the improved safety and quality of life of their inhabitants. The system allows configuration of a wide range of relocatable buildings covering the specific requirements of the mining and oil industries regarding the housing requirements of workers. At the same time, upon conclusion of all extraction work, the units can either be used to form permanent settlements as part of a social proposal for community housing, or they may be relocated to new operational sites. In addition to programs and schemes of a purely social character aimed at improving housing, the flexibility of the system also allows us to offer programs adapted to local standards of state-subsidized housing, high-quality apartment blocks, single-family bungalows, and the Excellence series of luxury homes. At the same time, NOMADITE also contemplates the construction of hotels and residences, which, thanks to the capacity of the system, allows the manufacture of hotel rooms, mini, executive and presidential suites in a standardized fashion, thereby drastically reducing costs and improving quality whilst simplifying the maintenance procedures of them all. NOMADITE additionally allows faster building, with an effective reduction of some 60% in the total execution time of work and a rigorous and proven time control that minimizes possible delays, thereby doing away with those fluctuations in budget that normally affect the building sector by turning buildings into manufactured products. The incidence of the NOMADITE system on the social labor environment is overwhelming. Safety measures are more rigorous and controllable in an industrial manufacturing environment. This results in the drastic reduction of accidents in the workplace, in a sector whose accident rate is already very high. All workers do their jobs on the same level. This means that falls or blows caused by falling objects and tools, which currently account for 36% and 19% of deaths respectively, disappear completely. NOMADITE saves lives. Injuries are also reduced in the same proportion. Accordingly, the social cost of having workers off sick on account of accidents in the workplace, a previously serious problem with a very complicated solution in the building sector, is also reduced. Workers work in a climatically controlled environment in optimum light conditions. Furthermore, manufacturing or production processes never come to a halt on account of adverse weather conditions. Conditions of hygiene for workers are far superior to those found on site, and our factories are equipped with changing rooms, showers, canteens and rest areas for workers. Jobs are stable, with clearly defined timetables and fixed places of work. This results in worker loyalty, and the company can therefore increase its investment by implementing continuous training schemes for workers. Negative matters such as job precariousness and process mechanization disappear, favoring the access of women to a sector that has almost always been exclusively and traditionally male. NOMADITE is much more than just a new concept in building that combines technology, quality and ecology. NOMADITE represents the creation of a new industrial fabric, local economic wealth and stable employment. NOMADITE is a true driving force for regional development, which generates synergies in both the building industry and services. NOMADITE is, without doubt, a project for opportunity. NOMADITE. We build today like others will try to build tomorrow.